What's going on, guys? It's PJ from the Switch Stop, and welcome back to another episode of Nintendo Tonight. I am here, as always, with Thomas and Mac, and today we are going to be talking about Nintendo things as usual, as the podcast name would tell you, Nintendo Tonight. What a guess, what a guess. So, a couple things we're going to be talking about today. We are going to go and talk about our favorite Mario Kart tracks. We have two each, so we're gonna explain why they're so goated. And then next, we're going to be ranking all of the modern era Nintendo Switch kind of included directs. And then lastly, we are going to end with our Q&A segment where you guys ask us questions in Discord and we answer them. So without further ado, let's get right into it. So Thomas, go ahead.
Yeah. All right. So just letting you guys know, if you're watching this on YouTube, surprise, we're back on YouTube. We were off, now we're on. It's we're just trying to figure stuff out over here, but we're really happy with the segments we've been uploading, and we want to get more consistent uploads on the channel. But can't really rush the segments because they're high quality. So we figured we'd start uploading the video again. Also, a lot of you guys have been asking for it, so there it is. With that out of the way, let's hop straight into what do we have first on the docket. Are we gonna do the Mario Kart courses, or do you guys want to talk about all the Nintendo Directs, ranking the best Nintendo Directs of the Switch era? It's up to you guys.
Let's go with the Mario Kart tracks.
All right, Mario Kart. So as PJ alluded to, we have the courses that are our favorite, but not just our favorite. We have the ones that we want to see added into the Mario Kart 8 Deluxe Booster Pass. As we all saw, that Booster Pass is insane. It has 48 new courses, and obviously we know of 8 of them, but there's 40 of them that we just have no clue of. So I'm really looking forward to this. PJ, I don't know why the text isn't loading on your slides. I put text in that thing, but it's not loading up. Maybe I'll change the font. Maybe for some reason the font I chose doesn't work.
Exactly. Yeah.
All right, whatever. Yeah, so basically we have each of us has 2 different tracks. I believe I'm first. So PJ, you could probably just refresh that and it should show up.
Gotcha. We'll do.
Because I just changed all the fonts. Or not. Yep. Okay, that's so cool. Regardless, we'll fix it in post. No. These are the tracks I want to see added into the Mario Kart 8 Deluxe Booster Pass. So the first track we have here is Wario's Shipyard. So this is a render I made back from the Nintendo Direct a while ago. I think it looks really cool. If we got to see this track in HD, the lighting effects could be so cool because it's only ever been on Mario Kart 7 and Mario Kart Tour, both obviously mobile devices, one being a phone, one being the 3DS. You can't get the most intense cool lighting shadows on that, but this kind of this course takes place at a sunken shipyard in the middle of a lightning storm, and that would be so cool. You could see some insane visuals on that, which personally I would like to see.
Yeah, I'd have to agree. That's a really cool track. My only thing is, you talk about wanting Mario Kart 8 graphics. Unfortunately, it doesn't seem like we're getting that with these upcoming tracks.
Yeah. Hey, maybe, cross our fingers, pray to the Nintendo gods that it's just this first wave that looks a little scuffed. But yeah, I don't think that's the case. But maybe
me neither. I think we're probably going to get something
dream.
More closely related to this literal render. I think this is probably what we're going to see if we do see that track. Obviously the comparison between, college kid budget and, multi-billion-dollar company, you'd think that it would be better, yes. But I'm not having a lot of faith considering the Booster Course trailer that we recently saw. So anyway.
Yeah.
All right. Moving on, we have GBA Sunset Wilds. Now this is, again, is another render we did for the Nintendo Direct a year and a half ago, and this one I actually think is pretty similar to exactly what we're gonna see. We made this render, me and my friend did, prior to them remastering this. This course had never been remastered. It was only on the Game Boy Advance. Since then, they have remastered it in Mario Kart Tour, and it does kind of look like this. Now, you might be like, Thomas, why do you want a random 2D course from Mario Kart Super Circuit? Well, I've always loved this course. I've said it before, and I'll say it again. I think it's very unique. Visually, it is beautiful. It takes place over a sunset, and instead of, it just being a static background, every single lap, instead of the course itself changing like you see in Grumble Volcano, the actual surroundings change. The skybox, it gets a little darker. The sun is setting. You get these really beautiful oranges, then purples, then it gets to this dark, vibrant blue. And I've always thought this track is underrated because it was only ever on Super Circuit, and I feel not only is it the least played game, but it's also the least talked about one. So I just want to see this track in HD. We kind of got that with Mario Kart Tour, but 8 is just it would be infinitely better visually. Hopefully, again, let's make that clear.
Yeah, I've got to agree. I think just the whole aesthetic of this course is just stunning, and I would love to see it come to Mario Kart 8 in the future.
100%.
100%.
Yeah.
100%.
All right, so next up, this is, I will tell you, it is Max Courses. You, again, can't see, I don't know why the font is just not showing up, but yeah, this is Max Courses, so.
Awesome. Okay. Yeah, so let's see what courses I've got cooking for you guys. So first off is Rainbow Road from Mario Kart 7. By far, my personal favorite Rainbow Road. Probably one of my favorite courses like of all time. I just love Mario Kart 7. It's probably my most played. I loved playing it at school with my friends, like in the cafeteria, like on our 3DS. And I just remember this Rainbow Road is just so cool. Like you go on like the rings of a planet, and then you actually go like on a moon, and I'd say it's one of the most creative Rainbow Roads they've ever made. Yeah, I'd love to see it come to Mario Kart 8.
Yeah, it would be really sick. And if you actually watch Thomas's Mario Kart 8 DLC video today on Switch Stop, which you should go check out, this being recorded on the 12th, by the way. So definitely go check that out. But Rainbow Road Pass, maybe this would be part of that. Who knows? A Rainbow Road Pack. That I think we're
an
hoping
entire
for.
cup. It would be wild. It would be wild to see a Rainbow Road Cup. Like that would be so cool.
100%. All right,
All
next
right,
track.
So yeah, my next one is Dino Dino Jungle from the GameCube Mario Kart Double Dash. I've actually only played it on Mario Kart 7 because, as I said, I played the hell out of Mario Kart 7. I just remember loving this track so much. I just love the prehistoric vibe it gives off. I love driving around the dinosaur and, accidentally getting stepped on by it. I just thought that was so fun. And are you going to make fun of me for wanting to get stepped on by a dinosaur? Is that what you're trying to say right now?
I mean, that was what my mind was going to, yes.
Yes.
I just think it was super fun. It's super creative. Like, I don't know.
It was
I
fun.
love this course
we
so
believe
much.
You. Yeah.
It actually, I'll take Mac's side for this. It was fun. It's cool to kind of go, you see how huge this dinosaur is because as you can literally see in this picture, you go, between its legs, like there's item boxes there that kind of incentivize taking the riskier path, but then you could get stepped on, which normally is a bad thing. Maybe for Mac it's a good thing. I won't judge. But then later on in the course, you come back over around the top of the dinosaur, across that rickety wooden bridge. I don't know. I just think it's really cool. It's like a unique gimmick. And I think that's the only dinosaur-related course in Mario Kart, which is kind of odd. You'd think there'd be more, but yeah.
Well, you got Yoshi Valley, and I guess Yoshi's kind of a dinosaur. So
if that counts,
true.
I don't know.
Yeah, that is true.
Yeah.
I remember playing this track when me and you, Thomas, were like sweating Mario Kart Tour. I believe this track
the
was
gold
on
pass
it,
days.
Yeah, the gold, the dark days of the golden pass. Oh god. All right. So my courses, I took the best ones. I'm just going to spoil already. I definitely took the best ones. So first off here, we got Waluigi Pinball. I mean, how could you not want it? Obviously, played it first on the DS. Banger course, one of the best of all time, in my opinion. Mario Kart DS was probably the Mario Kart game that I actually started playing a lot of, kind of similar to Mac and Mario Kart 7. So definitely favorite course in that game. Just so good. All good.
Yeah, I mean, it's an amazing course. Just to say one thing that I did mention in that video, Waluigi Pinball shares the same soundtrack as Wario Stadium, which is already in Mario Kart 8. So I think that this is the closest we have to a confirmed track for the rest of this pass, because they literally would not even have to make new music for it, which just it makes it so much easier for them. It's already been in Mario Kart Tour, so they could just rip that. If Waluigi Pinball isn't in this pass somewhere, I will. I just won't believe it.
Yeah, it'll be so confusing for sure. It's be like, where
also,
is that?
One thing I want to bring up regarding the new tracks: are they going to be remaking all of the old music from the old tracks, like we saw with the remixed Coconut Mall? I think that's actually something I haven't thought about until just now.
It could be very hype, but they also might take the tour music from the
was the Coconut Mall from
since Coconut. Well, because Coconut Mall hasn't been in tour yet, so we don't know. If
Coconut
Mall comes out on Mario Kart Tour and then it has that music, then they're just taking the tour music for tracks they take from tour. But
Yeah.
All right.
we don't know. Like there was another track, I forget which one it was. Not Sky Garden. It was Shroom Ridge, I think.
Yeah.
That technically, I think I got this wrong. Apparently that hasn't been in tour either. Could have sworn it was. So that music, like maybe also, I don't know, they'll make it for that and then also use it in tour. Kind of weird. It's like a toss up.
Yeah,
It's pretty
for sure.
interesting though.
Yeah.
So next up here, DK Summit, another goated track. Obviously going back to my point of I stole all the best ones. So played this first in Mario Kart Wii, I believe. Absolute banger track as well. That's probably my favorite Mario Kart game of all time, and we'll actually get into that kind of topic later. But definitely my favorite Mario Kart game, one of my favorite tracks, just all around great time. Lots of kind of speed run type of things you can do on this track because this is like a heavily raced course in terms of like the speedrunning community and all this. So famous track. I would be absolutely shocked if it didn't make it to the pass. Similar to Waluigi Pinball like we were talking about. So yeah, definitely I think this has to be a lock as well.
Yeah,
100%. I agree.
I love the ski resort vibe going on with this course.
Mm-hmm.
I'd say here, I want to ask you a question. Do you think Mount Wario or DK Summit is better for the better ski resort track?
Ooh.
I
have to DK Summit just because of nostalgia, I think.
DK Summit?
I gotta go Mount Wario. If DK Summit was 3 different laps, I would go DK Summit. But Mount Wario, like, it's so unique. I mean, you go through like a working dam, you go through a forest, then you go through like the ski part. Whereas in DK Summit, you just go through the ski part. Although I really do like the cannon that shoots you back up at the end of DK Summit. So it's really a toss up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Love both those courses, and I'd love to see
100%.
DK Summit come to Mario Kart 8.
Yep.
Exactly.
True that. All right.
So that is the end of all the courses. Yeah, that is the end of all the courses we have picked. But I just want to make something very clear. There are a lot more we want to see. We could probably all list off like 5 more. We could take an entire
podcast to list off all of them for sure if we really want to.
A fair amount of the courses we would have listed if we went on will be from Mario Kart Wii. Like I personally tried not to choose Mario Kart Wii courses because I was like, we'll just go through all of them, like Maple Tree Way, Toad Factory. Like there's so many that are so good. So I tried to choose like ones for like the GBA or stuff that like maybe isn't as popular. But yeah, Mario Kart Wii, goated. Most of those tracks should come over. Like half.
We're gonna get 40
half,
more.
Like,
most of those are gonna be in Mario Kart 8. Like.
You would think.
I'm
you
so
would
stoked,
think, right? Yeah. You would think.
So it would seem.
So moving on, next segment here, we are going to be ranking all of the Nintendo Directs in the Switch era. So Thomas, take it away. We have the tier list up on the screen. So tell us what's going on.
All right, so as we all know, there are quite a few Nintendo Directs we've gotten within the Nintendo Switch era, and I've kind of compiled what was in each one so we can decide to rank them. So the first actual Direct, just to clarify, we are not including Direct Minis or Directs that are focused on like one specific game, so like a Smash Ultimate Direct or a Splatoon Direct, but any other like just normal Nintendo Direct or E3 Direct will be included within this list for clarity's sake. So starting it off,
if that was the case, I would have a lot of Smash Bros. Directs in S tier. Yeah. Considering my Smash Bros. Kind of content pass. So good thing that we didn't include them there, but go ahead.
Yeah, is the January presentation from 2017 on here? Or
no, because that was not even close to a Direct. Like I was debating adding it, but it was like live. It kind of was not a Direct
it was so
at
cool.
all.
I kind of want them to do that again. I don't know.
Yeah, I think if they
live.
If they do another like console announcement, I think then they do another one of those. I think that's kind of the best way to do it, because I don't want those to become as common as Directs because they're like really special, whereas Directs are like kind of special, but you get like a couple every year. So all right, starting it off, the first Direct. This came out literally a month after the Switch came out. It was the 4/12/2017 Nintendo Direct, and it mainly showed off Splatoon and ARMS and a couple of other early Switch games. It, I think, announced Sonic Mania coming to the Switch, or at least showed it off. We saw a little bit more of Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, but that was about it. It mainly focused on ARMS and showed off the Splatoon 2, I believe, single-player mode. So not that crazy of a Direct when you think about it for the first Direct of the Switch era.
Yeah. I'm okay with putting this in C, honestly, just because of kind of this is the first one. I feel like we can adjust it later, but I think C is probably a good place to start, just because considering what ARMS eventually went into, which was like it kind of died really quickly. Cool concept, but yeah, and we know what Splatoon 2 has done for sure.
Yeah, I vividly remember this direct, and I just remember coming out of it just being so stoked for ARMS, and then getting it and being like, oh, well, that was a disappointment.
Yeah.
So
There was just
at the
not
time,
enough content.
yeah, they could have done so much more with the world building. I feel like that was like the best part of ARMS. It's just the game didn't end up living up to the expectations. I think C is good for this direct.
Yeah, agreed.
Awesome.
We can put it in C for now. Maybe be adjusted later. So all good.
Awesome. Okay, so moving on, we have E3 2017. This I already know where it is, but just to give you guys a recap, we got the amazing jump up superstar reveal of Mario Odyssey. We got a Xenoblade Chronicles 2 complete announcement. We got those trailers for Kirby and Yoshi, both of which didn't release a name, but we saw gameplay. We got the kind of brief, weird announcement that Pokemon was getting a core game in the on the Nintendo Switch. We got the Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild DLC. We got Metroid Prime 4, which that game was so good when it came out, totally, even though because that was a 5-year ago announcement, so of course it's come out by now, right guys? Like, that game was so good.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
For sure.
It.
No, but that like, what a freaking direct. Like,
so we're going S. I think we can agree.
I'd say
we
have to.
There was just no
All
room
those
to
games.
breathe. Like, there was every single announcement came back to back to back, and every single one was so good.
Oh yeah.
All of that, everything I just said, was compressed in a 25-minute time span.
E3 2017 was 25 minutes.
Yeah.
Wow.
They just need to start
know
doing that. Make their direct shorter with the big announcements. I feel like it makes everything feel that much better.
Yeah. I mean,
it also kind of
from
helped.
a viewer perspective.
Yeah, it helped that this was early in the Switch's lifespan, so the Switch, they really didn't have many third-party announcements to announce because they just weren't getting third-party support. But yeah, no, it was an incredible direct. One of, if not the best. We'll have to see if anything tops it. Moving on, we have the 9/13/2017 Nintendo Direct. Now, the main highlights from this one are Mario Odyssey got a ton of like content shown off in an overview trailer. We got a focus on Xenoblade Chronicles 2. Kirby Star Allies got a title reveal. Octopath Traveler got announced, or at least shown off more. But the main thing was Super Mario Odyssey just looked so hype. We did get some 3DS stuff, but I'm not including any of that because no one really cares. Sorry, 3DS fans.
I think just because of Odyssey, I want to maybe put it like high B or maybe low A.
Yeah, I would have said
I
that.
think. Yeah, I think high B, just because like for what Odyssey was, it gets a lot of hate like modern day now because people try to like impression farm on Twitter and all that and try to be like quirky and be like, I have a bold opinion with Odyssey. It's like, okay, dude, like no, stop. But yeah, I think I'm going with B for sure.
I would agree.
I would have to agree. Yeah.
Yeah, it
love
was
to see
a
it.
good direct. Odyssey had to carry it though, like for sure.
Yeah.
Just objectively.
Yeah.
Moving on, the first direct of 2018, 3/8/2018. This is another contender, man. It's got Captain Toad, Undertale, Crash Bandicoot coming to Nintendo, which was a huge thing at the time. Mario Tennis Aces getting announced. The Octo expansion for Splatoon 2, which obviously led right into the Inkling running around with a giant fire smash ball.
I forgot.
That's one of the most
coming on in.
iconic trailers of all time. I've got to say.
It's gotta be. It's gotta be.
Okay, it's not a question if it's an S. The question is it better than E3 2017?
I don't think so.
You don't think so?
Yeah, because
there's not that
the
much
Smash
else besides
reveal.
it. I'll say
The
what else
Smash
there was.
reveal broke the internet.
Oh,
True.
my God.
Like,
It did. But there was, besides what I said, there was like Hyrule Warriors Definitive Edition, South Park Little Nightmares, but like Okami, but like there wasn't anything else really big. The only big Nintendo game announcement was Smash Bros. Because besides that, we got a DLC for Splatoon and Mario Tennis Aces, which
was awful.
But the Smash Bros. Trailer was so good that I think Smash kind of carries it up into S. but I don't
Yeah.
think it's better than E3 2017.
I
would
think my
have to
favorite
agree.
memory, my favorite memory from that direct would have to be Etika's reaction, of course, because just like
Yeah.
Oh, man.
so iconic.
Yeah.
Definitely
good.
S. I wouldn't put it above E3 2017, but that broke the internet.
Yeah, it was crazy.
Crazy.
Speaking of E3 though, E3 2018. You say that's one of the most iconic trailers of all time, Mac. Try Everyone Is Here. Now that's that
yeah.
got a reaction.
Dude.
That was absolutely wild. Looking back on it, the hype cycle for Smash Bros. Ultimate was a thing of beauty. I think there's never been a game that has had a better hype cycle than Smash Ultimate. I really don't think so.
Yeah.
The marketing team was on point, even going into the DLC, but specifically pre-release. So obviously you had Smash Ultimate. That took up literally half the entire direct. Besides that, honestly, it was pretty weak. We had Fortnite, Wahoo, Pokemon Let's Go, apparently.
At the time, that
yeah,
was big.
Fortnite
because
was
this is
hype as hell.
2018.
Fortnite
That's
was
the thing.
big hype.
So
No, it was. I'm, giving it some crap, but it was pretty big. Unfortunately, the plague that is Super Mario Party was also announced here, putting a stain on what was otherwise a pretty good direct. No, I mean this direct was pretty good.
yeah.
It really just matters how much you like Smash Bros. I think Smash Bros. Alone, let's agree that Smash Bros. Alone bumps it up like 2 or 3 tiers. But besides that, if Smash Bros. Was not in it, the direct is kind of
It was
really
basically a
Resident Sleeper.
Smash Direct because this entire second half was just dedicated to Smash.
yeah, I think
I would
I'm
have to
gonna
put an A. I think A.
Yeah.
I think that's fair.
Yeah,
Although
I'm either A or high B. Because I would
think
be
the Smash Bros fan in me and like the Everyone Is Here trailer because there's a lot of characters we never thought were gonna come back, like all
Snake
of those
coming out of
melee
the box,
characters.
like
Snake,
yeah.
all
it was
that. Like,
perfectly
you guys
paced.
know.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's so good.
So it just has to be A alone because that's like a historic reveal, right? So
Yeah, I respect A for that. I'm fine with that. So moving on, we have later that year a 9/13/2018 Nintendo Direct. This one, I feel like this is very underrated. It did announce Nintendo Switch Online, which kind of weird. It took them, year and a half, but whatever. But besides that, we got New Super Mario Bros. U Deluxe, which came out in a couple of months. We got Luigi's Mansion 3 reveal. We had the 1-2 punch, which is probably, if you think about it, if you count this as one trailer, this is probably the best like financial announcement Nintendo has ever had, because they literally announced a character in Smash Bros. Smash Bros. Went on to be the best-selling fighting game of all time, and then that character was Isabelle, and it cuts right into Tom Nook announcing Animal Crossing New Horizons, one of the best-selling games Nintendo has ever made. It's fire. I mean, at the time, this was incredible. Of course, it got a little annoying when we, went on and Animal Crossing was just absent for like an entire year. But at the time, this was phenomenal. Like, what do you guys think?
I would have to say high B. I feel there's a lot of good announcements in there, but it also feels like it kind of was empty. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't remember this direct very, very well. I
respect
would have
that,
to go high B.
Yeah, a lot of it was DLC. Just putting that out there. Like, a lot of it was they were focusing on various DLC.
But the final announcement of Isabelle and the new Animal Crossing was really hype.
I go high B here just because like that announcement of Isabelle, like I totally agree, like that transition was like absolutely perfect, of course, and then how well Animal Crossing went on to sell, even if it may have been released a little too early just based on the content that was put in, and then we have the whole expansion pass debacle, but that's another conversation for another day. But anyway, overall, high B, definitely. Not trying to be too biased here with Smash. Definitely high B. So,
yeah, I would agree. Moving on into the first Nintendo Direct of 2019. We had, in this Direct, we saw a little bit of Fire Emblem Three Houses.
It's in D.
Got announced.
It's in D, right?
Well, let's leave it. The rest of it was pretty good. I'm just gonna keep it a stack. The rest of it was pretty good. We did get an announcement of Super Mario Maker 2. We did get The Legend of Zelda: Link's Awakening announced, and we saw gameplay of that, and there was like this whole debate of whether the art style is good. I kind of like it, but whatever. There was updates to stuff like Smash Bros. Captain Toad got paid DLC there. Box Boy plus Box Girl got announced. Yoshi's Crafted World got a demo. So like, I don't know. Astral Chain also got announced. But we personally don't care about that, but I feel like obligated to mention it because it was a pretty big, Platinum Games exclusive game for the Switch.
Yeah.
Was this the one with Mario Kart? I mean, Mario Maker 2?
Yeah, this is Mario Maker 2, Link's Awakening, and
think-
Fire Emblem Three Houses and Dragon Quest were the 4 like main games Nintendo pushed.
So like I have this thing where like, I hate on JRPGs as a joke. But honestly, I think I'm probably going to have to go bottom of B here. Cuz Mario Maker 2 was huge.
Yeah.
Yeah. Honestly, bottom of
I
B
respect
I think
that.
Comfortable with. So
I
wait,
would have
what
done
day was it again?
high
Or what date
C.
was it again?
The
Yeah, it was
February
that one.
2019. I would
There
have
you go,
gone
okay.
high C, but I'm fine with low B if that's what we're feeling. I don't know. The only thing I really cared about in that direct was Mario Maker 2, and I was excited for that. But besides that, it was not that great.
It was
Yeah,
that and
I
Link's
think-
Awakening for me. I think
Yeah,
Link's Awakening was actually really good.
Yeah, the only reason I put it low B is because like no matter what the actual games was, it was a Mario and Zelda reveal in a direct, and
Yeah.
obviously they went on to be games instead of like some sort of like DLC or something like that. So I think bottom B is
Or a
probably
movie
fair.
reveal.
Yeah.
Cast reveal. Oh god.
Cast
Can't
reveal.
wait to talk about that one later.
Oh god,
Yeah.
yeah. Go ahead.
All right. Moving on from that, we have E3. So E3 2019. I don't know if you guys remember. This was the time we finally saw Animal Crossing: New Horizons. We had been waiting for literally almost a year at this point. And we finally saw gameplay. It looked really good. Everyone was super stoked. Then we also got Hero and Banjo revealed as fighters in the same presentation, which was pretty cool. One, they kind of bookended it, I remember. Except what was actually at the end, even past Banjo, the announcement, that iconic reveal trailer of The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild 2. We still don't know the name for it, but it was announced here. So
Yeah.
this is a pretty good E3.
What do you think?
See, for me, it's definitely without a doubt above E3 2018. But I don't think it's S.
Yeah.
But I also have a problem putting E3 2018 and 2019 on the same tier because I feel like 2019 was way better than 2018. I don't know. I would put it in A, high A, but we might have to do some reshuffling later on.
Oh,
Yeah,
we
I would
always
put
do
it in A as
reshuffling.
well.
We always do reshuffling. Go back.
I would put it
through the Mario
above
tier list.
2018.
Yeah.
If you could.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
Sure.
Well, because it had more than one game. Like E3
Yeah.
2018 was Smash Bros.
If
Like,
you're a
that's
Smash
kinda
fan, E3 2018 is one of the best ever.
Exactly.
Oh, without a doubt.
Exactly. Yeah.
But
Yeah.
yeah,
Like
I
myself.
think that's fair. I think that's
yeah.
fair.
Yeah. I feel like we
Yeah. I think
gotta try and
objectively
view it
that's fair, yeah.
holistically. Yeah.
Of course.
Yep. All right. So now moving on, we have 9/4/2019. I'm gonna be honest. This direct, at least from looking back on what was actually announced, does not look that good at all. The main two things that were featured were Animal Crossing getting a bunch of new features shown off, and Sword and Shield getting like curry and some weird stuff shown off. It mainly just focused on showing things that had already been announced. We got new information on Link's Awakening. We got new information on Luigi's Mansion 3. We got that. Remember the game Town by Game Freak? That was
Yeah.
shown off here. We got some information on that. The big, I guess, big thing, and it kind of pains me to even call this the big thing, is Super Nintendo Entertainment System to Nintendo Switch Online, and also Xenoblade Chronicles 1 Remastered. So there was a lot of stuff there, but none of it was really huge. It was just a bunch of like mild announcements, plus like Xenoblade, which
I think it's probably top of C objectively. I know we're trying not to have our anti-JRPG bias here, but I think probably top of C is fair,
I would probably
I
have to
guess.
agree.
Yep.
What do you think, Mac? Yeah? Okay.
Yeah, I'd agree.
All right. Sounds good. All right.
All right. The next direct is
The one that we got after the long drought, correct? So February.
there was no direct. I just paused for comedic effect. There was no direct for 2020, which kind of sucks.
There
So
you go.
there was there was literally nothing.
Yeah, my bad. I screwed up your bit, dude.
You're all good, bro. The bit was literally just me being quiet, so definitely not my best bit. There was a Mario 35th anniversary thing, but just in the sake of consistency, even though I want to rank it and put it top of S because 3D World was there, I can't. So we're not going to touch it. Moving on, start of 2021.
The return.
This one pretty dang huge. Splatoon 3 announced. Pyra and Mithra shown off. Monster
And
Hunter
Smash.
Rise announced. Mario Golf announced.
Awful.
Skyward Sword HD announced. I mean, that's a fair amount of games. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, but like it's a fair amount of games, but like Skyward Sword HD, overpriced port, you know, like
fair.
I don't know. It's really hard for me to like kind of say and put this any higher, like especially considering the partner showcase debacle that we kind of got like before
Yeah.
this. Going into
I mean,
this, it was hard to be confident.
Yeah.
Just like kind of thinking of the past. And obviously, like I'm fully aware of the COVID stuff. Like this was right smack dab in the middle of it. I completely understand. But just from an entertainment value, it was not high up there for me.
I think it's like one of the most average. It's not bad, but it's
Yeah.
not great. I'd say low B. I think that's
Really?
good for this
Okay.
direct. Yeah, I think Splatoon 3 is a big announcement. I think
That
Pyre
is,
and Mithra were good announcements.
Yeah. And we got
I
stuff
think
like
it's-
Fall Guys. Like,
Yeah.
it was just
Yeah.
kind of average. Metopia was there too. If anyone cares about Metopia.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, all Metopia fans. Okay, moving on. We have E3 2021, the most recent E3. This was mainly focused upon Metroid Dread getting completely announced with a release date. We also got Mario Party Superstars, which kind of, resurrected ND Cube and that entire franchise in my eyes. We also got WarioWare, another Breath of the Wild 2 trailer, Kazuya in Smash, and I'd say so much more, but not really. Like, that was about it. It was a bit light for an E3 in my opinion, but it's weird because everything that was shown off was really shown off. Like we got Metroid Dread, WarioWare, Mario Party, all of which released within the next like 4 or 5 months, and we got a bunch of gameplay on top of trailers for those games. But there wasn't like too much else. We got, Breath of the Wild. I think we got a Splatoon trailer, Splatoon 3 trailer, but yeah.
I don't think-
I don't think
Was
so.
there a
I don't think
Splatoon
so.
trailer in that?
I don't think so.
Okay. Then yeah, that was in the next one. But
Yeah.
yeah, like
I
What
kind
do
of
you
want
guys
to go
think?
middle B for sure, but I don't know
I
where
would've gone-
exactly I'm putting it.
I would have gone high B or low A. I think
Really?
having
Okay.
Mario Party Superstars, I really like that game. So
That
I don't
is a
know
huge-
if that's
yeah.
like
Mario Party
Um,
Superstars and Metroid Dread were banger
Metroid
games.
Dread and a
Yeah.
Breath of the Wild 2 trailer.
Okay,
Unfortunately,
yeah,
it didn't
I
have a
think I'm with
title.
you.
If it had a title, I'd say it's at least low A, but I think high B is where this goes.
Yeah, that Breath of the Wild 2 trailer was really hyped too. Yeah, I think I go right here.
Low A? I'm fine
I'm
with
fine
that.
with that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
low A.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sounds
notice
good to me.
notice how this is just the home of the E3s. Obviously,
Yeah.
historically,
That's
we've
so
kinda
interesting.
Seen,
Like,
it is.
Besides E3 2017, all of them have been great. I mean, good,
But
but
nothing
not like amazing.
Nothing
Yeah.
mind blowing.
Yeah.
Next up, okay, we have the direct to cap off 2021, one that focused mainly on Kirby and the Forgotten Land. It did have another Splatoon 3 trailer. That was where we got that. It had a Bayonetta 3 trailer, which is kind of crazy because we haven't gotten that in forever.
I heard about
And-
that since like Game Awards or something.
Yeah,
like
Game Awards
3 years
2017.
before. Yeah.
And then last
Just
but not
gave me
least,
flashbacks
PJ.
to Game Awards. Sorry.
No, you're good. PJ, before you said, talking about the expansion pass was a thing for another day. That day is now today because the NES, SNES, I don't know, Nintendo Switch Online, N64 expansion pack was, announced. And now I guess it does have more value because of the Mario Kart DLC, but still a terrible value, just not good at all.
I still stand pat for kind of what I say because in that time it was a little ridiculous. Now, would I be totally against the price going up now that they're adding more stuff to it? No, but it really doesn't look good when you're raising the price for that much when there are, let's just say, other ways of playing N64 games, of course. So,
Uh-oh.
no, but yeah, I mean,
Taken down. Demonetized.
it's over. It's over, dude. It's over. But no, but like the expansion pack, awful. But I can't really kind of say the direct is awful just because of it, regardless how we all feel. But I think we kind of all share the sentiment that like that was one of the worst announcements of all time for Nintendo, at least, because like, jeez, man. But yeah, what are you guys thinking?
Yeah.
Did this one also have the announcement for an Animal Crossing Direct?
Yeah, so this one I did
yes.
have this put in there. It did announce 2 other directs. It announced the Sora and Smash like final presentation, and it announced the Animal Crossing direct. Technically in the Animal Crossing direct, that's where we got like the price thing. But I don't know, do you guys want to count those? Because like they stemmed from the direct, but they are technically separate entities.
Yeah, because I mean, so just a little thing about this. So super huge Smash Bros fan and also a super huge Kingdom Hearts fan. So like it was perfect for me, the Sora reveal, of course. But with that, I would put it in S because like that's so amazing. But like, we
But it
just
wasn't
talk
in the
about
thing
that.
though.
So exactly.
Yeah, that's the
exactly.
problem.
Yeah. So what do you guys think? Like high B, or are we thinking lower than that?
Somewhere in B. I think it's, again, another pretty average direct. Like, it's not
So
bad.
maybe after
it's not
this
great.
one, after February 13th, 2019, you think? Or before it?
I'm fine with that. I'm fine
Yeah,
with
that looks good to me.
right there. All right,
Okay.
then last up,
Guys,
most recently.
the most recent. Ooh. This
I
is
mean,
insane.
do I like? I don't even need to say what was in it. We got the Mario Kart 8 Deluxe expansion pass. We got the Wii Sports or Nintendo Switch
Mario
Sports. I'm just gonna say Wii
Strikers.
Sports.
Yeah.
Mario Strikers. Plus like a bunch of other smaller stuff. That's
A Kirby
Splatoon 3
trailer, a Splatoon 3 trailer.
Great
Yeah.
Kirby trailer. The Splatoon trailer. Portal, which is cool. Shohei Ohtani showed up for a bit, which was neat. Xenoblade Chronicles 3. That's actually so funny. The little tagline they have for the Kirby trailer here is that sure looks like a mouthful, and it's the picture of Kirby eating the
So
car,
good.
which is so good. I'm
funny.
screenshotting
Yeah.
that. That's got to be put in the segment. But yeah,
100%.
it was a fire direct. I hate ranking it because of recency bias. I feel like I'm going to put it too high and regret it later on, but as of right now, I put that at the bottom of S.
Yeah. It might be recency bias, but I'm going to put bottom of S2. I think it just revived the Mario Sports franchise as well because the games on the Switch have been so damn awful. So I'm going to have to go S. Like it felt like it had a little bit of everything for everyone watching kind of sort of thing. Like, and I think we had that initial reaction after watching the direct too. So
Yeah.
I think
I
bottom
was
of
gonna
S.
I was gonna make an argument that it should be high A instead, but after thinking about it and like trying not to get recency bias in there, I think it is a top 3 direct. I went into this whole ranking
Switch
thinking
Sports.
these 3 directs in S are definitely the best of the Nintendo Switch era. Like,
I would
Yeah.
agree. Yeah.
yeah.
No.
I think the one thing is, if somehow this direct had a trailer, like a big trailer for Breath of the Wild 2, would it be the best direct of all time? Would it
I
have
would
beaten
think so.
2017?
Yeah, I would have to
think
put
so.
it. I would have to put a top of S because that would mean we would get the title of Breath of the Wild 2, which we've been waiting so long for, and just everything else we got. So yeah, I gotta put a top of S. Yeah, holy voice crack. I remember a past episode I made fun of Mac for having a voice crack, so I think it's come to bite me again. So
You could say it was the curse of the wild.
that got me.
The curse of the wild voice crack. Oh my god! If that's the new name, I'm throwing my Switch out the window, bro. Curse of the wild voice crack.
Voice crack. Oh yeah.
The first ever
Yeah.
Legend of Zelda game with voice acting. Or the second. Did Breath of the Wild had voice acting, but only in like specific cutscenes. So it's
Yeah.
like that. I don't consider that voice acting. Like if it's only in cutscenes, that's
It's like
kind of BS in my opinion.
It's
It's like a cop out, you know.
Yeah.
Like when you went up and talked to the different NPCs, they still went like oh, or like made like the weird Nintendo noises instead of like actually doing the talking.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about. You guys know what I mean. But yeah. So to sum it all up, we have E3 2017 up top with the March 2018 Nintendo Direct, which is the one that announces the Smash Bros. Trailer on top of so much other stuff like Splatoon 2 Octo Expansion, I believe Mario Tennis Aces. Then we also have the most recent Direct, and those are the top 3. I mean, I think we're pretty right on this. Like this, obviously every tier list is subjective, but I really think most people would agree with us. I guess let us know down in the comments or tweet at us at Nintendo Tonight. If you're listening on audio, like I don't think there's anything wrong with this.
Yeah, I think it's pretty solid, and it's just a testament to how excellent like the direct showing has been, considering that I even before recording the segment when I was making the tier list, I asked Thomas like are the rankings like S, A, B, C, D good, and he's like, yeah, I think that's good. And guys, we didn't have a single one in D. So it just kind of says a lot about Directs and how like excellent they've been and how Nintendo's kind of like paved the way of revealing games in the modern day. Really great system for sure. So yeah, that's our tier list, and there you go. So to end off the podcast here, guys, we are going to go with our Q&A segment. So you guys ask us questions in the Switch Stop Discord, and we answer them as usual. So first off here, we got a question from Gray asking us, what is the best Mario Kart game? So bit of a loaded question for sure. But I think there's two real contenders.
Yeah, sorry. It got a lot more loaded post this new expansion, because before, I know a lot of people would say Mario Kart Wii. Personally, I've been on the Deluxe train. I've been on the Deluxe train just permanently. I think 48 tracks beats, because I like the physics in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe 96. More than the physics in Mario Kart Wii. Yeah, so personally, I think, can we all agree that with the expansion pass, it would be Mario Kart 8? Or does anyone have any disagreements with that?
I don't know if nostalgia blinds me for Mario Kart Wii or not.
Hey man, let's hear it.
I don't know, because I don't know, the game just feels a lot smoother now. Is it because it's older kind of thing? Oh no. Oh no, I saw
No, we're good. Mac won't, his internet will not crap out. We know it won't break.
Mac's internet, we are not talking about Pokemon. Please let him finish the podcast.
Yeah. No, this is good.
Yeah. Anyway, so I think I would kind of make the same argument as Melee, where people think that Melee is the best Smash game, but it's only because it's extremely broken. So, Mario Kart Wii has a lot of kind of glitches, and it's like famously known in the speedrunning kind of community for Mario Kart, at least. I think it's probably the most played game out of that. It's hard. But I just think Mario Kart Wii feels smoother, even if, Mario Kart 8 Deluxe may be objectively the better game, considering all of the content that's in it, obviously, with the 96 tracks. Now, the graphics on these tracks we can get into, because we haven't really had a huge extended discussion about that alone. But anyway.
Yeah, I wanted to bring up your comparison with Melee and Smash and Mario Kart Wii, because I think that's honestly like a great comparison, because Mario Kart 8 Deluxe now is basically Mario Kart Ultimate, and Mario Kart Wii, based on its controls, is the Melee of Mario Kart. And the only way I think you can say Melee or Wii is better than the Ultimate versions is if you're dead set on the way they play. Mm-hmm. Otherwise, I think Mario Kart 8 Deluxe plus the booster pack has to be the best in the series. Like, we obviously don't have the tracks yet, and we don't know if like they're terrible, and hopefully they're not. But personally, I'd have to go with Mario Kart 8.
I agree. I feel like it's very much, even without the expansion pass, Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, it has 16 more tracks. In my opinion, visually, I'll take Mario Kart 8 Deluxe over anything. Even the base tracks. Soundtrack wise, same thing. The actual quality of the tracks is a toss up for me between Wii and 8 Deluxe. I think Wii has a higher overall average quality of new tracks. Like the Nitro tracks in Wii are so good, but the retro tracks in Wii, kind of bad in my opinion. The retro tracks didn't seriously get good until Mario Kart 8, whereas like that's where the team really started changing stuff with those retro tracks, like actually making them super unique. And there's 16 more tracks in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, so I would have to say Mario Kart 8 Deluxe for me edges out Mario Kart Wii. With the expansion pass, it really is no contest for me. Even if, let's say, the graphics are like Tor, it's an additional 48 tracks. It essentially, like, in my mind, it just it pushes the game over to the fact that like there's so much content here now. I mean, you got 48 high quality base game tracks, right? Then you got, I think, 8 high quality battle mode tracks. Then you have 48, let's say, even if we admit they're lower quality visually, because we don't 100% know that yet, but like that's what it's looking like. Yeah. Even if it is 48 lower quality visual tracks, these tracks, course wise, are going to be some of the best in the series. Like, we're getting Coconut Mall. We can kind of assume we're going to get other bangers like Maple Tree Way, Waluigi Pinball. So it's hard for me to say anything but Mario Kart 8 Deluxe.
Yeah, I think it's kind of an unfair comparison, because if you look at it it's taken 8 years for Mario Kart 8 to become the game that it's going
That
to
is
become.
true.
9 years once all of them come out.
Across two
Because
consoles, by the way.
across two consoles, because you had the original DLC and then now. But if you look back at just base Mario Kart 8, it has 32 tracks, which is still pretty good. But it, like, if you look at the battle mode tracks, they didn't even have them. You played on like
Yeah.
normal tracks. Like it almost feels like Mario Kart Wii. It's an unfair comparison comparing it to Mario Kart 8
Oh,
Deluxe
without a
and what it's
doubt, yeah.
become.
I agree. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
like just for example, this is some food for thought. Think of how many tracks that we've been requesting from Mario Kart Wii that we want in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, for example. Like, you know,
That's true.
I think objectively, like Mario Kart Wii's original courses are a lot better than 8 Deluxes. That's just me.
Yeah.
That might be kind
Yeah.
of a hot take, possibly, but I mean, that's just kind of what I think.
I think it's so close, man, because those DLC courses that were added to the original Mario Kart 8, because like if we face it, Mario Kart 8 has now gotten 4 really waves of content. The first wave
Yeah.
is when it obviously released. Second wave is the base game got DLC on the Wii U, which is an additional 16 tracks, which in my opinion, those 16 tracks are all of insanely high quality. Like the new tracks, we got Super Bell Subway, Animal Crossing, Big Blue Mute City. Then the third wave of content would be 8 Deluxe, giving it the battle mode, new characters, new kart parts. We got like Inkling and cool characters like that. It's so cool. Then the fourth wave of content is now 48 additional courses. Like that, you can't even compare it really. So the
Yeah.
question, I guess, is more like, what do you count as one game? Like, is it fair to count these 4 waves as one title? Because you can
Yeah,
buy them all
that's
as
the
one
thing.
title,
Yeah.
but it feels kind of dirty to compare it.
For sure. It is definitely an unfair comparison, like Mac was saying. Like 100%, I agree with that. Just because Mario Kart 8 Deluxe has had so much time to basically improve and add more content and all of that. And obviously, we were in an era with, you know, Mario Kart Wii where that just was not a thing, right? So,
I think
I
that's
don't
just
know.
a testament to how video games are nowadays, because
for sure. Yeah.
like you don't release yearly or bi-yearly games anymore. You release them and then you build on them as time goes. Like take
Yeah.
Minecraft, for example. That game, when it first came out, it looked nothing like it is now. So
Yeah,
much
it
has
looked
changed.
Like nothing like it was.
I
It
think
was
that's-
just like this little Java game. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's super cool the way they're taking Mario
It's
Kart 8.
evolved.
Obviously, yeah, it's evolving. I personally would have rather seen Mario Kart 9, but I'm still super stoked to see 48 more tracks come to Mario Kart. Still insane to say that.
For
Yeah.
sure. I mean, I definitely really wanted Mario Kart 10. I don't think it was ever going to be called 9 in the first place. And as we can actually see here in the kind of boost course trailer, we can see that Tour is included. So internally and pretty much everywhere, they are counting that as 9. So I think the next game will be 10. But anyway, I definitely
Mac
would
does
have
not
liked
like
to
that.
see.
I don't like.
Yeah, he doesn't like it. He doesn't
I don't
like it, but it's
Tour.
facts.
I don't find it
It's
fun.
facts.
I think
Me
you know
neither. I got sick of it.
I don't even have a problem with the microtransactions because it's always going to have that if it's a mobile game. I
Yeah.
just didn't enjoy the way it controlled. Like, there would have been, it had so much potential in it. It's just so frustrating the way it turned out. But that's a whole
sure.
nother rant for another time.
Yeah,
I
no
get that.
kidding.
I get that.
Yeah.
No kidding. Yeah,
We gotta have Cart Life back on the pod and just
Yes.
let you two go at it, because he is
That
a
would be- yeah, that'd be
massive
golden.
fan.
Yeah.
That would actually be
Yeah.
really funny. We should look into that,
That would
because
be
that would
fun.
be
Yeah, we
the
should.
tour debate of the century. PJ and I would
100%.
moderate.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Actually, we could talk about that after. That'd be cool. Anyway, back to the discussion, of course. I definitely would have liked to see Mario Kart 10, but for what we've got and how the courses look, it's kind of unfortunate. But just like the content in it of itself, and the fact that we are getting Coconut Mall back, which is, you know, one of my favorite courses of all time, of course, that's really cool. But I think I have to go with Mario Kart Wii as the best game for me, just because of kind of like what we brought up about how it's taken so long for the game to get where it's been, or, you know, where it is now. It's been across 2 consoles, you know, a rename, multiple DLC packs, and Mario Kart Wii has been the same since, like, when did it come out? Like 2007 or 2008 or something like that.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
I mean, it is an unfair comparison, but I think I just go with Mario Kart Wii from a pure enjoyment stand. But
Yeah.
it's hard.
I understand
man.
that.
It's hard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One
I'd
thing
personally go with Super Circuit, but that's just me.
Oh,
out
he's got
of
jokes
from
now.
the
He's
top
got jokes now.
ropes, from the top. Actually, Max
He's
Wi-Fi,
got
you can
jokes.
kick him off again. Get him out of here.
Off. Blasphemy.
No, one thing I do want to point out though is I would like to give an honorable mention to Double Dash. I think
Yes,
it
please,
mechanically,
dude. It's so good.
it is mechanically probably my favorite. I like the way Mario Kart 8 controls the most. Like I like the drifting and all that stuff in that. I like
Yeah.
Mario Kart Wii for like the courses have a lot of shortcuts and it's a little bit broken, which can make it more fun. But everything about Double Dash, from the character specific items to the fact that you can switch items between the two boxes, which I really think should have been in Mario Kart 8. Like there's unused buttons on the controller, why don't we have that? Like that sort of thing is just so fun, and it's the only Mario Kart game that actually feels unique. Like all the other ones kind of you can see the evolution, but Mario Kart Double Dash does feel kind of like a almost spin-off game, which is obviously it's not, but it feels like that because there's no other Mario Kart game quite like it, if that makes sense. Honorable mention to that. I don't think it's the best game, especially it only had 16 tracks, but it's definitely up there for most unique and most innovative on the series.
I'd agree.
100%. Yeah, but
Beautiful.
Yeah, hard pick, but gotta go with Mario Kart Wii for me. Yeah, it's interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting little debate. All right, so next question here from Blue Boo, asking, do you think that the expansion pass is now worth it because of the Mario Kart 8 DLC will be a part of it? That's actually a really tough question for me. So I believe the family membership is like $80, and what is it per single? Is it like $50?
It's 50. Yeah, it's 50 a year,
50.
I believe.
50 a year, and then the actual booster course kind of expansion is 25 by itself. So that's actually an interesting discussion. I mean, I'm still not going to get it. Like, I'm not going to get the expansion pack just because why? Like, I don't know. But what do you guys think? Do you think it's worth it?
Personally, yeah. I'm just, I wouldn't like to have it with that because you can't, after your what is it called? Your subscription ends, you don't have the tracks anymore. You lose it all.
Yeah.
So
I really don't like how that's kind of bundled in. Yeah.
It's like really once the online service goes down, do you just not have those tracks anymore? Like down the road, nobody's thinking about like in the future when the Switch is no longer their main system. Do you just not get to play those tracks anymore? I find that quite concerning.
Pretty much.
But yeah, it's $25 is fine for me for 48 tracks. I think I'll go with buying it on its own.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For me, it's just objectively not worth it. It's a $30 increase per year, a minimum $30 increase per year if you're doing the single thing. It's more than that if you're doing the family. And it's less than $30 to buy the thing and get it permanently. Even if you're an Animal Crossing and a Mario Kart fan and you want both those expansions, but somehow you don't have either of them, I still don't think it's worth it because Animal Crossing and Mario Kart are two evergreen titles that you will be playing. If you're a big enough fan to get the expansions, you will be playing these years down the line. And all it takes is 2 years worth of the subscription service, and you could have already bought the things, had them permanently, and that's that. I just can't get behind the $50 a year thing because especially like, maybe if they add GameCube titles to Nintendo Switch Online, then we can talk about it. But SNES and Genesis games, like
I'm gonna go a step further. I think they need Game Boy, Game Boy Advance, and GameCube for that to be worth it. Like that might be a hot take, but I'm gonna go that far because that's crazy. And I do believe that they will add they'll probably add the Smash DLC somewhere down the line to that as well to incentivize people to buy that as well. So if they do Smash DLC, Game Boy Advance, and GameCube, then maybe I can get on that train.
Yeah.
But the fact that, for a certain time, if you cancel it, then you lose everything. Like how that's going to work, I don't know. It's kind of weird from that aspect, but I still don't think the expansion pack is worth it. It's an interesting discussion though, just kind of how often you play games and stuff like that, just kind of where you are as a Nintendo fan for sure.
I'm just not a big fan of subscription service style.
Yeah.
It feels very scummy in a way because I like buying things and having them permanently. And I get
I'm
that.
not a big fan. I get that for sure. All right, next question here from Tartar from Discord asking us, do you think there's a chance of Nintendo doing more surprise DLCs like the Booster Course Pass? And also, bonus question, is it still worth it to buy a Switch this year, or is it almost at the end of its life?
Two very good questions.
So let's obviously take the first
I think
one.
yes and yes for both of them. But yeah, we'll take a look at the first one. I think there is
go ahead.
totally a chance of Nintendo doing more surprise DLCs. I still think
Agreed.
3D World's going to get DLC. I don't know if that's just me holding on to hope. But like Captain Toad got
I
a
think it is,
paid
yeah.
expansion. It probably is. But Captain Toad got a paid expansion a year after it came out. And 8 Deluxe obviously just got, stuff like 4 years after it came out. I think Nintendo is definitely going to be doing a lot more of those expansions so they can put them in the expansion pass. I think Splatoon 3 is guaranteed to get something that'll go in there. I'm surprised Octo expansion hasn't been put in there already. I think, as PJ said, like a both fighter pass combination could potentially be put in there, although I don't know how that would work like licensing wise.
Exactly. Yeah, that might
that's the only
maybe
hold up
that's
there.
a little maybe that's a little too far. Maybe just quickly so I can interject. Maybe what
for
they
it.
will do is kind of make a Smash Ultimate Definitive Edition or something like that, to where you have all characters and all DLC, kind of components in there. I think that could be an idea. But anyway,
Yeah. That's what I think. If anyone else wants to answer that question, go ahead before I launch into the second one.
I just got to say, I think Mario Party Superstars is 100% getting DLC down the road.
I hope so.
I agree.
I
I
hope
agree.
so badly.
I agree.
I love that game.
Another hot take. I think that Mario Odyssey could maybe get the same treatment if we don't see Odyssey 2, because think about kind of the slate of games here that we have for 2022 and stuff like that.
No, it makes sense. I mean,
I think if we had something Luigi related or something crazy like that, I know we have Balloon World or whatever that thing is called, but I would not write it off, honestly. I wouldn't.
yeah. The only thing that makes me think it wouldn't be the case is because all the expansion pass DLCs so far, Animal Crossing and Mario Kart, are both very
Current
online
games.
focused games.
Yeah, that is true.
So like the reason I think they're including them with the online service is because you will have to play the online to
That is a
kind
good
of get the
point.
most of those anyway.
That's a
so
good point. Yeah.
maybe if they did like Mario Odyssey online multiplayer, they could do that. But I don't see them.
Yeah,
like
probably not.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe Odyssey 2, but I think Odyssey's window might have passed.
Yeah,
I have to
you're
agree.
probably right. Yeah, for sure. So the second question, is it still worth it to buy a Switch this year, or is it almost at the end of its life? So as we have seen from
it
that
is
last direct,
Yeah.
it is very much in the middle of its life cycle, or maybe a little before that, kind of based on what we're getting. Because, oh my God, Breath of the Wild 2, we have Splatoon 3, Strikers, Kirby, like so many great games.
Switch
So
Sports is the biggest one in my opinion
and Switch
because
Sports, yeah,
they're not
didn't even
putting
mention
that
it.
casual. They're not putting that casual of a game towards in a console that's going to
Yeah.
be done within the next couple of years. Like
And
that
I
doesn't
wouldn't
make
be-
any sense from a financial standpoint.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I wouldn't be surprised if maybe next year, and this might be a little insane, but if next year they release some sort of upgraded Switch and they do what the Wii did with Wii Sports and tie it in to that,
Yeah.
so
I
it
could
can
see it.
boost the sales and stuff like that, because obviously Wii Sports is the highest sold Wii game, quote unquote, but everyone got Wii Sports when you bought the Wii
Yeah.
in the first place. So I actually wouldn't be surprised if they did that, because clearly it worked before. So to answer the question fully, it is very much worth to buy a Switch this year. Yeah.
Yeah. And even if
would
it
say so.
was at the end of its lifespan, like it's got so many games from like ported from the Wii U. You got all of the games in the online service. You got all the games
As
that
much
released.
as we butcher it, yeah.
Yeah, I think if you were going to buy any Nintendo system, I think, well, Wii U has the virtual console, so I'm not really sure about that statement, but I think still the Switch is a good purchase, even if it was close to the end of its lifespan.
100%, yeah.
I agree.
All right. Next
Next
question here
question.
from our friend Kagan, asking us, what would you like to see return from previous Mario Strikers titles, and what would you like to be changed for Battle League? So, anyone have any interjections? Because
This is all you, PJ.
yeah. Honestly, from what I've seen so far, I'm pretty pleased. I don't think there's really anything that I would like to see return from previous titles. I'm kind of glad that they parted ways with the charged up ball mechanic, to where you would spam pass to like get a power shot and then shoot it at the net, and it'd be like, okay, then it goes in. I know a lot of people like charge, but I personally didn't like that mechanic. And what would I like to be changed from Battle League? A bigger character roster, because Mario Strikers games have had a very small character rosters for the most part. Maybe if they kind of increase that to like 15 or 18 or something like that, that might be a little crazy, but I think that would be pretty cool. And, obviously I think we're going to have DLC at some point for this game, just considering how much hype there is behind it. So yeah, I think that. But what I've seen so far, the gameplay, to kind of going back to Strikers 1, how faithful it looks to be, I like it. I like it for sure. Not a whole lot that I would want changed.
Yeah. I mean, I would agree. I just hope they all I want to see. This isn't returning from a previous Mario Strikers title, but it's returning from previous Mario Sports titles. I really do hope they kind of do the constant support, like drip feed content approach we did see with Aces and a little bit with Super Rush, although that game lost support pretty quickly. I think that for all those games' shortcomings,
so much more hype.
Yeah, like for all those games' shortcomings, the one thing I did enjoy is the fact that they, kind of added extra content. Now you can make an argument whether or not that content should have been in the game at the start, but as long as Strikers comes out with enough content, adding more only helps, foster the online community that they are clearly trying to get with this game, given that one of the only things they showed us was the whole club
online clubs,
online clubs.
Running up switch stop clubs. Hell
yeah. That's the big thing I think they gotta go with on that.
For sure. Yeah, so with that out of the way, that is it for the questions. So there you go. Very good questions this time around. That was actually a lot of fun. Enjoyed that. So man.
Those questions were hype. Thank you all for asking them. We're asked on our Discord server, and you can just tweet us questions or anything like that. We literally have like a running thing where we just put down the questions and we'll screenshot them and use them right here. So feel free to do that. Last thing I wanted to say, pretty much just thank you guys so much. Nintendo Tonight just kind of blew up thanks to the Direct and PJ's amazing Strikers analysis, which is now I think the most viewed video on Nintendo Tonight.
What is it at right now?
Up to 5K now, yeah.
Wow, that's awesome.
That's huge for Nintendo Tonight. And obviously I think Nintendo Tonight, like, it sounds weird to say I'm more excited about Nintendo Tonight than Switched Up, but just like in terms of the prospect, I think it could be huge. Like this channel could be massive. The segments, I'm so happy with the quality of the content we're putting out. We got another segment. It'll probably have dropped before this.
It will have dropped.
Goes out. Yeah, but tomorrow from the day we're recording this, like, we got so much good stuff, and Switch Shop itself too is popping off. Like we put out a Mario Kart video that was like 1 out of 10, one of our fastest growing videos from the past year. Then Mac put a Wii Sports video, which is sitting I think at 10K views right now, which is nice for less than 24 hours being out. I just dropped another Mario Kart video, which I believe is already at 10K, which is wild. We take those, and just thank you guys so much. Like, I don't know, you guys probably don't look at the views as much as we do, but the channel just in general, like, we kind of not peaked, but we like plateaued at doing really well after the 3D All-Stars 3D World bit, and then we have been kind of in the views slum ever since. So to see that uptick it kind of like reinvigorates us with just so much motivation to make the highest quality content for you guys. It means a lot. It's awesome to see. And obviously you guys all know this, we've said it numerous times, but our goal is, like, eventually if we could do this full time, that would be hype as heck, and that's only possible 100%. Thanks to you guys. So yeah, just thank you guys so much. Really means a lot to all three of us.
Do we want to read a 5-star review?
Oh yeah, you run that up because you
Yeah.
teased that in the last.
You guys keep talking
on Apple
while
Podcast.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll do a little bit of stalling, but no, seriously, on Apple Podcast, we
and
do
Spotify.
and Spotify.
Yep.
And everything.
I don't know what other platforms.
There's so many, bro. We're on Audible, we're on Google Podcasts, but I've seen on Apple Podcasts some of the reviews. You guys loving the pod, and it means a lot to us. We're gonna try and get some sponsors on the pod. It's something we've been talking about for a bit now. We're just trying to figure out the most organic way to do it, so we don't get a sponsor that's we don't want to shill something that's not we don't actually kind of believe in. So that's just the way it is. Mac, you got a glint in your eye. You got one?
So this is from Lidboy. The title of the review is Best Thing Ever. I subscribed to Switch Shop for the videos 2 weeks ago, and I was not disappointed when I saw the videos. And when I listened to the podcast for the first time, I was blown away. Smiley face.
Wow, what a nice,
Wow, so
what a
wholesome.
nice
That was so
review. I was
nice.
expecting,
Yeah.
So
I
wholesome.
was expecting nothing to be wholesome on that. I was expecting it to be Thomas, stop talking about 3D World. PJ, Fire Emblem is the goat. Mac, I don't even know what they would make fun of Mac for. Just
Mac doesn't have
getting stepped on
a
by
meme
dinosaurs.
stable.
I guess I don't
Yeah.
know that.
they saw into the future to the start
Yeah.
of this episode and have already put out the comment. Oh,
God,
Mac, your
I know
internet sucks.
we're gonna
Boom
get
roasted.
so many comments about that, and
Yep.
Yeah,
Oh,
if anyone is watching this, if you have made it all the way to the podcast, this will be how we end it. Please, this is important. I will actually, if you do this, I will send someone. This is not a joke. I will send you a code for like a $5 eShop gift card. Photoshop Mac getting stepped on by the dinosaur from the thing. Tweet it at us. I will retweet it from all the Nintendo Tonight switched off socials, and I will DM you a $5 eShop gift card to the first person who does like a high quality, Photoshop.
Photoshop job. Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, tweet
All right.
tweet me at
Perfect.
switched off at Nintendo Tonight. That's all I gotta say. All right.
Perfect.
all right. Thanks
All right,
everybody for
thank you.
watching. We'll see you guys in the next one.
Damn, you just
Yep,
took it.
adios.
Okay.
I did.
Adios.
Yeah.